Alright guys, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are back for another video, then welcome back. So today we are going to dive into some of the nursing jobs that I have found and researched to be on the minimal stress level scale. Now we all know that nursing in general is stressful. As a nurse, you are there front and center at possibly sometimes the most stressful event in somebody's life, the most traumatizing, painful, unforgettable, just horrible, horrific moment of their life, and that alone makes your job extremely stressful. With that being said, there are a lot of other options out there for you if you are working as a nurse that it's not that stressful, where you can deal with happy patients and have great hours and not be there for 12, 13 hours out the day or night if you're working night shift. So if you guys want to see what some of your options are, if you are looking for something that is a lot less stress-free, a lot less stressful, I must say, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so before I dive into the video, I want you to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to give you a few minutes. All you gotta do is hit that little subscribe button down there. I'll give you a minute. Alright, and what that does is just alert you when I have new videos and officially inducts you into the baby family. So let's get into the video. Now we can get y'all, okay? All right, so the first job that I'm going to talk about is being a clinical instructor. So we've all heard about clinical instructors. We all had them when we were in nursing school, but they are very important in nursing because they are the backbone. They are developing these future nurses of America, and it is not that stressful of a job compared to bedside nursing. As a clinical instructor, you're either going to be working in the hospital with your students, or you're going to be working in the classroom, in a simulation lab, in a class designed to just teach basic nursing skills. You won't have to be dealing with patient care, with having your own patients, with doctors. This job is not that stressful compared to bedside nursing. Yes, it has its own stresses depending on your students, but as far as having to deal with patient care and day-to-day nursing things, this job is at an all-time low in regards to that. So working as a school nurse has a lot of pros, and it is not a high-level stressful job. So obviously, if you're going to want to work as a school nurse, you're going to have to love the children, love the kids. So as a school nurse, one of the pros is that you get to have your summers off, you get to have weekends off, you're out by 4 o'clock or whatever time the school day ends, your holidays are off, and you have your winter break, your spring breaks, all that is off. This is a great job opportunity for people who have kids, single parents, because your schedule mimics that of the school schedule. So when your kids are off, you're off. On top of that, you're not dealing with a high acuity of patient care. You're gonna be doing just basic first aid, and if anything serious that involves deeper nursing assessment, what are you gonna do? Send them to the hospital. So this is a perfect job for somebody looking for something that is not that stressful. Nursing informatics or nursing researchers. So I put those kind of hand in hand because they kind of do the same thing. These are nurses that are behind the scenes. They're the ones that are analyzing data. They're the ones that are looking at the research, and they're introducing different policies and different ways of doing better patient care. The best part about this job that is not that stressful is you're not dealing with patients. If what you find to be the most stressful thing about nursing is dealing with direct patient care, then this is the job for you. Because as a nursing researcher or someone who's collecting informatics or data collection, you don't have to deal with that. You are in the background. You're the one that's looking at the paperwork, looking at the data, doing research, but no hands-on care. So this is definitely a low stressful job. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is somebody who works as a travel nurse. Now a travel nurse like myself that does work in a clinical setting, but somebody who travels abroad. They can work in airlines, you can work at a resort, you can work on a cruise ship. There are nurses in all those environments, and what they do is once again provide basic first aid, headaches, stomach aches, things of that nature. And if the person has something that requires further treatment, what do? You send them out. This is a great option for somebody who does not need to work full-time or is looking for something periodically throughout the year, who just wants to just do very short-term nursing. This is a great option for you. If you're not that person who needs a full-time job and you're retired, or you're just blessed to not really have to work, this is a great option for you, and the stress level is low as well. Another option for you if you're looking for something that is low in stress is working as a case manager. Now this job has its own stresses, but I would recommend this job for somebody who just finds direct patient care once again to be stressful. As a case manager, if something that you find joy in and that you're great at and you don't find stressful is organizing and coordinating, then this is a great job for you. As a case manager, like I said, you don't have to work directly with the patient care. You don't have to deal with turnover. You kind of work independently by yourself, and you just coordinate, work on patient discharges and things of that nature. So if that's something that's your forte and you're looking to get away with patient care, then this is a great option for you. Another option that you have that is a lot less stressful than direct patient care is working as an administrator. Now, once again, this job can also be stressful, but as an administrator, you get to work in the background, depending on what your job is as an administrator. You get to work on policies, you get to work on developing different systems for the hospital as a whole. And for some people, that is a lot less stressful because they don't have to deal with the day-to-day nursing fast-paced life. As an administrator, you can work in the background, work on data collection, working on policies, implementing things of that nature, and a lot of people find that to be a lot less stressful. Another option that you have that is a lot less stressful than doing bedside nursing is working at a clinic. So working at a clinic, working at a doctor's office, once again, the acuity is very low. Your hours are a lot better. You're not doing the 12-hour crazy shifts. Sometimes can be 13 hours. And you get your holidays off depending on the clinic. You get your weekends off depending on the clinic. And it's just overall a better schedule. So at a clinic, once again, your acuity is low. So if a patient has an issue or something that requires a lot more intense care, then you can send them out and they can go to a hospital and your work is done. You don't have the same patients for 12 hours straight. They're in and out within minutes, within the hour, and it's just a great alternative. You're giving vaccinations, you're doing drug screens, you're doing flu shots. Like it's just very simple, basic nursing. And depending on the clinic that you're at, they might not be too busy, so the pace is a lot better as well. So that is a great option if you're looking for something low stress. A home health nurse is another option that I actually pursued early on in my nursing career, and being a home health nurse was probably one of the least stressful jobs that I had, and also the most rewarding, and one of those jobs that I truly enjoyed. So as a home health nurse, you work independently, and a lot of companies are structured differently, but for the most part, you have control over your schedule. You have your list of patients that you see, you coordinate with them, the best time to see them, and you're with them for a maximum of about an hour. Working as a home health nurse, the biggest difference that I found with patients in the hospital and those in the home setting is that they're just happier. Patients at home are happier. They're happier to see you. They're just happy to be in their home. Believe it or not, a lot of the stress that patients have comes from the fact that they're in the hospital. They are not in their environment. They are away from their kids. They're away from their family. They're not sleeping in their own beds. I found when I did home health, although these patients are sick as well, and some of them have terminal illnesses or chronic illnesses, they're just generally happier. So if you're that kind of person that finds stress in dealing with difficult patients, home health might be the way to go, because I'm here to tell you that patients in the home health setting are just a lot easier to educate. In my opinion, they're a lot more adaptable, they're a lot more willing to listen to you, and just overall happy because they're in their home. That's their comfort zone. So I definitely home health, a lot less stressful than bedside nursing. Another option that you have is a occupational health nurse. So what is an occupational health nurse? So an occupational health Why can't I say that word today? An occupational health nurse is somebody that is hired by insurance companies to basically educate their employees on healthier lifestyles. They educate them on proper body mechanics and things of that nature. And that's great because it keeps premiums low for insurance companies. It reduces patients' claims and teaching them how to lead healthier lifestyles, more on the preventative side. So being an occupational health nurse is one of those things that is not that stressful because you're not really dealing with patients. You're doing preventative care. It's not something that's traumatizing. People aren't acutely sick. So this is a great option for somebody looking for something that is just not, you know, in your face stressful. So I did my research, and an occupational health nurse, what they primarily do is just including cost-effective methods to educate those in the workplace on proper safety procedures, employee disease management, emergency preparedness courses. You do disaster planning. So it's a lot of education, not a lot of hands-on. It's more so working in the background. In addition, it also states that occupational health nurses conduct their own research and find ways to implement and reduce operating costs for the respective company that they work for. So they are definitely an asset to the nursing field, and it sounds like their job is not that stressful. Guys, so that is the end of my video. These are the jobs that I have found to be the least stressful in the nursing field. The only thing that I didn't include in this video is what these jobs pay. And the reason for that is because they vary state by state. You may make great money working in one field, in one state, and in another state it's not that great. Or the need in one state may not be as big as another state. So that's why I didn't include the pay rates for those jobs. And if they are something that you're interested in, there's always the Google, okay? So you can look them up and see what you can get paid for these least stressful jobs. Oh, and also throughout the video, as I mentioned, these different jobs, I would love to hear from nurses who are actually employed, who are actually working in these fields and are doing these things. And let me know, sound off, let all of us know if your job is really low on the stress scale when it comes to nursing. I would love to hear from you. I've done some of these, but not all of them. So I definitely want to hear your point of view. Let me know. Let me know the tea, girl. Let me know if this job is really not that stressful. All right, guys, and that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it opened your eyes to possibly making a career change, switching jobs, switching positions if you're a new nurse, kind of helping you out. Maybe you weren't thinking about pursuing these things or didn't even think they were an option. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. And that is pretty much it. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.